New scrutiny on an old problem in Rockland County after a state-ordered takeover of the local building department. Now, the question, should the county's control be expanded? Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace continues her coverage.
Rockland County inspectors fanned out in force today, finding major violations after officially taking over code enforcement in the village of Spring Valley last Monday.
A slumlord just was renting out any space that he could rent out. The living room and dining room was converted into a bedroom.
Inspectors say 7 families lived in 9 bedrooms, paying up to $800 a month each.
The basement had 3 illegal apartments, or bedrooms, I should say. No egress windows. They utilized the vestibule to put twin-size mattresses on the floor so kids could sleep in there.
The county, ordered by the state to take over code enforcement in the village, says it's working through a backlog of 800 inspections, targeting the worst of the worst with a beefed-up staff.
I would say roughly over 100 that we have identified that would be the most critical, that we prioritized.
The owner, who told us by phone he didn't illegally convert the house, faces 17 violations. There are now growing calls for the county to take over the entire town of Ramapo, especially after a potentially deadly fire this week at an overcrowded single-family home.
As you look up at this window here, that was the bedroom where the fire started.
County Emergency Services Coordinator Chris Keir was among those who responded on Tuesday afternoon. A woman threw her baby to rescuers from a second-floor window and jumped. They're both okay.
It was extremely dangerous to have approximately 25 people living in a listed single-family house. There was 11 bedrooms in the house. You had a teenager living on a mattress in a cutout knee wall over an attic space in the room that was on fire.
All were Latino immigrants. The owner, Simca Carniel of Brooklyn, who was deeded the house for $700,000 from his real estate developer father last November, faces 11 violations, including using the building as a boarding house. We left several messages for the owner of the house, but did not hear back.
But you think it could have been much worse?
Oh, I would have almost bet there would have been fatalities if this was 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely.
It was that bad?
It was that bad, yeah.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. From Hillcrest, Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.